What's up, gang?
How's it going, Human? How you doing?
Busy, but good. What's up, everyone?
I think everybody's ready to go.
Awesome, awesome. Tan's gonna. Well, he was gonna pop in. I don't know. I just pinged him, but I don't want anyone to wait any longer. I just got off a call with the one of the engineering teams working on the marketplace. Super exciting call. Um, Basically, all the features that we need are almost done, and now it's about integrating. So we should have a lot of stuff kind of rolling out uh, in the next coming weeks here. But I'll let you start because you know that I'm gonna just go off anyways.
You're gonna spill the beans. I know. And it's
Yeah,
great to hear. Well, I had kind of discombobulated myself as well, not following my usual routine. So, first of all, thank you everybody for joining us. So it's April 4th, and hope everybody's had a great weekend. We're gonna go into I guess we'll jump into the marketing update, we've got some really exciting news coming along with the features that are going to be coming out over the utility. I love talking about Human's tattoo. As we all know, it's going to be on his thigh, and I keep hearing that it's getting closer and closer to the bum, but I'm not sure if that's just rumor or not. But we did do an extension on the actual design, and that is so, all of the artists had an opportunity to actually do their tattoo designs and get them in. For anybody who was unclear, the tattoo design should be your original artwork. So, you shouldn't be copying existing design that is propriety of everyone else, or of someone else rather. The idea is for you to use your own artwork, even if you're taking an inspiration from another person's design. And that's so that way, we have no issues of intellectual property and so on, because this will be marketed, your product will be out there, and we don't want anyone making a claim against that. So I just did want to point that out. If there was anybody who was unsure about, whether you could use someone else's art, that is their work. So you want to design something, even if it's similar in fashion, you want to make sure that it is truly your own. Uh, we're continuing along with the Twitter updates and trying to push traffic into our Discord. We're seeing quite a few new faces pop in. I think we're even got some new faces in today. Not 100% sure, but it's going well. We're getting a lot of new faces retweeting, liking our posts. We're getting new people who are getting in contact with us. And for you guys, the dedicated community members, I'd ask that you just welcome them with open arms and educate where possible, because we are a small project and there are a lot of questions that come from our project. So, great job so far and keeping, everybody active. And also thank you for, making everyone who's new feel welcome as well. Uh, from my perspective, that's pretty much where our focus has been. We will have some more bigger updates coming on the marketing side, and I actually don't know a whole lot about that, so I'm hoping that I get some info drops on that so we can talk about it.
heck yeah. I could. I'll start dropping some bombs if that's all right with you.
Of course it is.
Okay. So as you all know, we have been working on version 0.5 of the on ramp. Uh, First, I want to say when this project started, it was only a few months ago. We were in an era where a token called Santa, that was nearly certainly a scam from all angles, was able to be worth $80 million, right? So we were in this era of just insane launches and insanity happening all across the crypto space. We launched, crypto crashed. So I wanted to first talk about our roadmap, right? There's a lot of items on our roadmap that we thought we would already be there, right? That wasn't us overestimating. That was us estimating based on the conditions we were in. And we thought a pullback was going to happen, right? That's why we delayed our launch a little bit and we wanted to play marketing into it. We thought there was going to be a pullback, but we grossly underestimated how large that was going to be. Like I did not, we launched with B&B at around $530, right? And then a few weeks, not even a few days after our launch, B&B was trading in the mid 300s, right? So we thought we were going to have a lot more funding and a lot more hype, but both of those things didn't quite pan out because crypto went into crypto winter right as soon as we launched. So we are going to update the roadmap accordingly, right? Because it is different. It is changed now. So yeah, I just wanted to update there quick and tell you about what it actually looks like. So we've been working on version 0.5 of the on-ramp. It's not an easy thing to do, right? To work with credit card processing companies to be able to purchase crypto directly with fiat. Right there, that is an incredibly red-taped industry. However, we did it. The on-ramp is done. It is completed. If you have access to dev-dashboard, you can see it. Now, granted, the front end isn't perfect, right? A lot of our front end isn't perfect yet, but we are a very, very new project. The stuff that we're building, the stuff that we're working on, typically you'll see software development companies, work for a year or two before they even begin to release the type of stuff we're releasing. So we're moving really fast for the size of our project and the amount of funding that we have, right? So pretty cool. So what needs to happen next for the on-ramp to go live is we just need to get approval from Cloud Payments, right? Our partner. Let's not forget that we partnered with a massive company. So we need to let them know to flip on the switch and allow live transactions. As soon as they give us that go ahead, we've done testing with fake transactions, but we want to do testing with real money, of course. So as soon as they flip that switch, then we will be able to test the ability to purchase BNB with different credit cards inside of different countries. Right now, the US and Canada is the supported currencies. And once that test's complete, we will be able to push that to the production dashboard, and that will be available for everyone and anyone. Now, I know a lot of people are hyped about that. I'm not. I'm kind of the Debbie Downer of the team when it comes to the on-ramp, because yes, it is very, very cool that you can purchase BNB directly, because there's not a lot of places to buy BNB, right? Even the big ones, like you can't go onto Coinbase and buy BNB, which if you're somewhere like New York, trying to buy BNB in New York is an absolute monstrous headache. And that's where a lot of the people I know that, they wanted to be involved in the project and they still can't figure out how to get BNB in New York. So they've just been waiting for this on-ramp to happen. Much like a lot of our audience that we've been marketing to, via like Fox News, ABC, right? They're not going to figure out how to get BNB, swap it to Smart Chain, and then use something called Pancake Swap or Poo Coin, right? That's just not the audience we've been talking to. So it is pretty cool. Definitely cool, but I don't think personally it's a huge marketable thing. I think that the on-ramp fits really well as a feature inside of the marketplace, that you can basically buy NFTs with fiat, right? Because that's really what's going to happen. You're going to buy BNB with your fiat, and then you're going to be able to buy and sell NFTs all right there inside of the site or inside of the DApp. So I think the marketing, like a bigger budget for when it comes to marketing, I personally, and if you guys disagree, let me know, because this is a community project. But I think, being that we don't have infinite money, it'd be better served to complete the marketplace and then do a monster marketing campaign with the marketplace, which has the on-ramp as a feature inside of it. We will be doing a press release for the on-ramp, which is great because like I said, the list of where you can purchase BNB direct with fiat isn't a very large list. So doing a press release that says something like where to buy BNB, Coinbase, crypto.com, or many worlds, who has access, blah, 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 right? And then you go off, and now anytime someone searches Coinbase and BNB, they're going to also see many worlds. So a press release, something like that, maybe some smaller forms of marketing is where my head is at. I'm just excited that it's almost done because holy crap, we are swamped. You know, we have a lot of projects, which I say it in every AMA. I will say it every single time I talk to you guys. This is a community-driven project, as it always has been and always will be. And if you are a developer, front-end, back-end, or otherwise somewhere in between, feel free to join us. You guys know Luckbox has joined us. Alex has joined us. Not Spam has joined us. We have community members joining more and more frequently, helping develop. And that's awesome. And one of the reasons that's awesome is because I want to talk to you guys about the next big things that are happening. We have this on-ramp, which is fantastic. The marketplace, it's super exciting because I did the call. Literally, that's why I was late for this, because I was on the call and we were going through some of the features, and it's like 98% done. However, because of this mono DApp that we're using, where it's like this single sign-on page where you have your dashboard, you could buy BNB, you can use the NFT trading post, integrating all of that into our mono repo and what we're using, that may take some time. So I don't want to give you guys a time estimate. I just want you to know that since the last time we talked, the marketplace is much, much further along. But actually integrating it, that is just so hard to give an estimate. So I'd say probably by next AMA, you'll have a much closer idea of when we can see that go live. And once that goes live, things get really interesting. So that brings up the next thing, the community aspect, right? I know we wanted to do philanthropy, but there just hasn't been enough money. I mean, what are we going to do? Donate $7 to Ukraine? What are they going to do? Buy a bullet, right? Like, so there just hasn't really been a way for us to actually incorporate that yet. However, since it has proven difficult to legally run a daily drop, what we're going to do is we're going to take that daily drop wallet, we're going to convert that wallet into a DAO, and it's going to be a philanthropy DAO that you all get to control, run, and manage. So the philanthropy percentage plus what was once the daily drop will be the philanthropy money that you all will be able to do what you want to do. Well, we all, right? Because I will be on the DAO as well, right? Because I want to be, because I love the project. So we will all be able to pick and choose who we want to do, and we'll have to talk through what that's going to look like. Many Worlds itself is getting converted into a DAO. One, it's probably the safest and easiest way to make this work in a actual business model, right? It's really, really difficult to form a non-DAO kind of LLC and fit into regulations. So not only is it just a lot safer for everyone, but it's also what we wanted to do in the first place. I mean, our Git book right now, our white paper, says that it's going to be managed and run by a DAO. It's just we haven't had time. We haven't had time, which is why it always comes back to me saying, if you're a developer and you want to participate in the project, hit me up, because there is more than enough work for anyone. And I guess it's time to drop a bomb then, since we're talking about DAOs and the way that's going to look moving forward, because once this project is basically fully DAO'd out, at that point, it's up to us, right? It's up to the community, the team, the developers behind it, where we want to go next, right? All that foundational framework will be laid out. and then we can do whatever the heck we want. So I think the most exciting thing to probably mention is level 4 rewards and what the marketplace is going to look like. So the marketplace is going to have every feature that's been requested, including persisting royalties. So for instance, if you sold an NFT, you can put on a 10% royalty, and now every single time that NFT is sold, you receive 10% of that sale forever and ever and ever and ever until that NFT stops being traded. But also a one-time profit sharing arrangement. So for instance, you and someone did the drawing, somebody did the coloring, and you decide like you don't want to put on the royalty because you don't think people will buy because there's a royalty, and you just want to sell it for a one-off. You can split that profit right in the front. So you could be like, all right, I'll get 50%, you get 40%, and then that other person gets 20%, whatever it is. And then you can split it like that. And that's a one-time thing that doesn't persist. The first time it's sold, those profits are split accordingly. And then that NFT belongs to a new owner. As a new owner, you can do the same exact thing. You can add more wallets to your NFT and say, okay, well, me and my friend decided to buy this together, right? We bought this NFT together. So now when I go to sell it, I'm going to give 50% of the profits to me, 50% of the profits to them. So pretty cool. A lot of really cool features. And it is V1, but I think the most exciting part, aside from being a Binance marketplace, is the actual structure behind it. So when it comes to fees, it will have a 2% fee. Okay. Now that 2% is paid by the buyer. We were going to make it so that it was gasless to mint and list. But honestly, that would just put us back a few weeks, and it's just not worth it on Binance because gas fees are so cheap. When we eventually make this so that you can switch between chains, right? You want to actually mint to Ethereum, then maybe on the Ethereum smart contract, we'll have that gasless feature. But for Binance, it wasn't worth the delay in development when it's already so cheap to begin with. So you will pay gas to mint. But aside from that, listing is free. Now, if you go to purchase an NFT, right, whatever 2% of that purchase price is the transactional fee. 1% is going to go, or 50% of that 2%, right? So 1% is going to go directly to the marketplace DAO. Okay? This marketplace is going to be operated by a many worlds world. So being that we are many worlds, each utility that we're rolling out is going to be rolled into a DAO. And each DAO, that allows you as a participant in the many worlds ecosystem to participate in whichever worlds of the many worlds that you want to be a part of. Maybe you have no interest in the marketplace. You think NFTs are a waste, but you absolutely want to be part of the philanthropy DAO. You can do that. And we're still working through the structure of how that works. The idea is that when you purchase Many Worlds token directly, you're airdropped X amount of tokens per DAO, and then you can choose to sell those DAO tokens if you don't have any interest in participating in that DAO. But the Many Worlds direct token will always be kind of the base foundation utility token for all of these many worlds. So the other 1% is going to be the level 4 rewards. Yes, level 4 rewards is going to be receiving 50% of the profit from the NFT marketplace. So as long as there's projects coming on board and people are using the marketplace, the Many Worlds level 4 token holders will stand to benefit tremendously from that, because 50%, that's huge. That's absolutely insanely massive. The other 50% of that 2%, right, it's going to go into the DAO. So it's kind of this this double awesomeness, right? You're a Many Worlds token holder. You have these level 4 tokens. So you're benefiting from transactions occurring in the marketplace, but you're also on the marketplace DAO. So you get to decide, okay, well, hey, maybe we should add this feature. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. And you as a DAO, you get to vote on what features get implemented next. And so long as those decisions are being made well, right? We're not just like, screw it, throw all the money back into the rewards wallet, right? As long as it's being developed and good decisions are being made, well, then you're just increasing the amount of level 4 rewards that will exist. I think that's about it. I think that's about the end of my rant.
I think you've just blown up AMA chat with telling everybody that they get 50% of the transactional fees on the marketplace. Everybody's losing their
Yeah, I had a feeling that one was gonna cause a bit of a boom. So now, granted, guys, this is a DAO, right? This is it's up to us to make it successful. We as a team, we as everybody in the Many Worlds project that wants to benefit and have the project succeed, we got to go together. Are we going to spend marketing money? Yeah, heck yeah. We're going to try to market the heck out of this thing. But the best way to market a new marketplace is by talking to new NFT projects, right? Talking to these projects that maybe they only have a couple hundred people, right? And then asking if they want to list on our new marketplace, right? Starting those conversations. Next thing you know, we launch. We have 50 projects that are, creating a couple thousand transactions a day. It just gets better from there, So we're broke, guys, right? You guys could see the op wallet, right? We're broke. We're a baby project. This is very much the community drives it or it doesn't work, right? We're going to do our best, but even on a dev team, right? We're not infinitely wealthy, and the window of opportunity that was opened last year got crushed by crypto winter. And a lot of people whose ears were open, they are now closed. Even though crypto's doing well, it's going to take them a lot longer to be like, okay, let me get back into this now, right? They want to, a lot of people are worried it's just a dead cat bounce or that it's not lasting, and the volatility actually showed them that crypto is a dangerous place for them to be right now, right? There's a whole lot of typical crypto concerns. So it's super exciting stuff, but as a community, right, we have to build those projects. We have to bring those people in because that is a huge chunk. 50% is nuts.
And one of the beauties of being a part of the community is I've disagreed with you, for example, with the fiat to BNB, right? I think that's a massive deal. And as soon as it goes live, I have full intent to shill to other projects to let them know what we're doing and how their users can find out about our website. So every single person who's in here and who will be a part of our community will be able to put that across to all Binance Smart Chain projects and let them know to visit our website so they can buy BNB and thus learn about Many Worlds. So guys, don't feel like, your voice goes unheard, and don't feel like, what is not a big deal to Human isn't a big deal to the rest of the world. We have full control. We're the community members, and we can, also have a direct influence on how the markets find out about us.
God, yeah. You guys have the biggest impact. Like that's the truth for every project ever, right? Like, how many projects appear on BSC Scan or PooCoin banner ads or it's pay to win, right? People just pay for trending services to be number one on CoinGecko. It's literally a pay to win industry, but even that is so saturated and most people don't believe it. They're like, oh, you have 1 million people on your watch list, but 100 holders? No way. Like that's ridiculous. So yeah, like word of mouth, community shilling, like that is always really the core start for success of any project ever. ever, right? It's just people talking about it. The difference here is we have actual utility, and we have an actual non-toxic community that's not just trying to, get rich quick, meme it up, and dump their bags on someone else, right? You buy something like Shiba Inu, although she did actually start building some pretty cool stuff. But earlier Sheeb days, right? Or just like Doge, right? Completely useless meme of a token. And what was the point of telling somebody else to buy that token, right? It was, you should buy Sheeb. Why? Because it's going to the moon. Okay. And then as soon as they buy it, you dump your bags on. Like, people are dumping bags on their friends. That's what happens in the meme world. And we don't have that, right? We have actual use case, we have real utility, and we have a solid community that's like has the more long-term mindset. So going out there and telling people about the project, that's going to do better than any marketing campaign we do. Yeah, if we ran a big marketing campaign, we could get this massive, influx of people, and then they all leave, and that's a gamble, because basically you're hoping that you generate enough to now pay for the next steps, but you've also kind of just become a pump and dump. So yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, Matt. Like, as a community project, and as you guys see, as we get further and further through this process, it's becoming more and more a hands-on community project, right? Like, a lot of what it's been up to this point is just the dev team building stuff and taking feedback and being open and transparent about what we're doing, when we're doing it, and answering questions whenever we can. That has basically been the way the project has been going. But very soon, when these DAOs are formed and this is all in place, it's not just going to be suggestions or Q&A. You guys will be up here in this voice chat, debating, talking, having a conversation about what the next step is for many worlds. And then, us on the dev team will execute, or if there's funding, then we'll partner with some more software folks, because we do need more. But sorry, I'm going off here.
No, you're good. And guys, just think about projects that you might also be involved with other than the many worlds, and think about the admins. They probably get 100 proposals, sir, from the people. But if you go to them as a holder, or as a community member of that place, and you say, hey, we can get another payment facility for your people to get into your project, and they get a view of our website, they're going to want something to do with our website as well, with our project as well. And that's my point on the fiat to BNB, to close that off. Like, I truly believe we will be able to get into markets that other people can't get into, because we're offering something totally unique with less barriers than before.
Yeah, I agree. You're right. I guess when I say I don't think it's as big of news, I'm talking from like the type of marketing we've been doing, like this macro marketing perspective. But yeah, you're right. From like a shilling project to project perspective, it is huge. That is really huge. Like, you can tell these projects to, like, they now have a place that their people could go buy BNB if they're having trouble jumping through the hoops of like these centralized exchanges. They can just get BNB on our site. And then of course we're open to partnerships, right? If they want to list their NFT project on our site, well, now they know they can get their NFTs, and people could get their NFTs with fiat, really, because it's only one more step from fiat to NFT. So yeah,
totally true. So unless you had any other points, there were some questions. I think you answered the first one, which was about level 4 rewards. 1% of the NFT marketplace will go towards the level 4 rewards. Some other questions are, what could possibly be the price of NFTs sold on the marketplace? That's totally dependent on what someone chooses to sell their NFTs for, or mint them for, and then sell for on the marketplace.
Yeah. I mean, that really depends. I can go mint an NFT and say there's only 10 of these and they're $1 million per. Will someone actually buy that? Don't know. It happens, right? I mean, look at, Bored Ape, or there are projects out there that sell in the millions and millions of dollars. So it's really, really hard to say. Usually NFT projects, they start off pretty reasonably priced. They try to stick in the same range of whatever's happening marketplace wide in that category. So maybe people will be starting at, 50, 60 bucks, something small, maybe even a couple hundred, right? Nothing crazy. But as it gains in popularity and rarity, right? Because there's only so many that exist, those prices increase, right?
Yep, absolutely. Sorry, just finishing the message. The other question was, wasn't there money raised for the project during the pre-sale? I can't remember what happened with all of it besides liquidity.
Oh, wasn't there money? Yeah, I mean, that is what happened to it, Knight. There's a reason we lock things up for 5 years, right? And we did such a long-term vision because we knew all the things we're building, it's going to take time. Did we think it was going to happen faster? Yeah. But that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. We didn't expect markets to tank 60% at the moment of our launch. Like that was crushing, right? We're a brand new baby project just getting started. And the second we launch, all of crypto is down over 50%. So a lot of what was left for us was also down 50, 60%, right? Because all of our funding was in BNB. However, with that long-term vision, 94% of that money in the pre-sale went into liquidity. 94%. So we had very, very little money to begin with. And the fact that there's any left and how much we've accomplished and we still have money left is pretty friggin' crazy. We should have been broke a long time ago. But that goes to show there are a lot of companies and people that really like what we're doing here because they're taking payment in money, some of them, right? And that's super helpful because it helps us preserve what we have left. So yeah, there wasn't a whole lot raised to begin with. There wasn't a whole lot. There was a decent amount, but it all went right back into the project, right? That never even came to us for a second, right? It didn't even touch our wallet. It went straight to the pink lock to provide liquidity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And for every $100 we had worth of operations budget or whatever was then worth only $64 after the crash. So,
yeah, and that was literally like the day after launch. It's like we launched and then it was down. Like we launched basically at BNB's peak, right? We basically launched at BNB's all-time high. And we launched like right after the beginning of the downslide. I think it popped up a little bit over 530. We launched and then it just tanked. And that was crippling, right? But here we are, persevering. People said we want to survive crypto winter, and we did.
Right on. So we have Mencken up here. So I think he has a question. You're welcome. The stage is yours, brother.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Nice to meet you and nice to be with you here. Well, in Israel it's tonight, so I don't know. I'm sorry about that. That I don't know what's the time and your countries. So I just want to say that I really like the team. I like the spirit. I love the fire that you have, and I've seen a lot of projects. Really, I digged in a lot of projects. I love to read white papers. I love to listen to interviews. I like to see the communities and how the response is to the communities. And I think that you got something really special, especially with the type of project that you have been to before, that you got burned. And I can really feel you guys. I really feel you when you speak about that in interviews.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
yeah. Oh man, I listen to you. I see your body language when you tell that story. And you guys are really, I think you're doing something special and nice, that you're really taking care of the community and others by doing that, by what you're really doing. And when you look at other projects and meme coins and stuff like that, and you want to do something different. And I think that the money issue, yeah, of course, it hurts, and it's not nice to come into a point without of luck. But maybe it's good. Maybe it's not bad. Maybe it's good because it gives people more opportunity to come in and to stay longer. And maybe when you fix that issue or play with that issue of liquidity with the dollar backed and not become like other tokens or other coins benefits or loss. So I think that we're gonna see this project really rise up, and I believe in you. And that's just what I want to say. I believe in you guys, and I know that you're gonna do great. And I'm gonna stay, and I'm gonna invest more. And I think that people really feel you, and I want to thank you. And that's
Appreciate
it.
that. And you know what? It's I believe in you, right? Because it's not this may have started with a group of people, but yes, this is a community, and people like you and what you're saying. That's exactly why I keep doing what I'm doing, right? This I don't make money doing this. I don't. I'm doing this because of this community, and I want something better in crypto, a real project with real utility and a real community that drives it. You know, I'm a huge fan of open source. That's one of the reasons I loved working at Red Hat, and I'd love to see that start to take shape here, which is why I encourage anytime, if anyone knows any programmers that are interested, it's not just about we need more people coding. It's if there's more people coding, we can just build cooler and cooler stuff faster and faster. And it's not like, oh, well, we need to just go pay this company and then we need to go market it appropriately. Like we just be an open source community. It's great.
First of all, I got to say thank you, Pancake, because you remind me every time, when I talk to you and your energy, this is why I'm, so happy about being a part of the Many Worlds family, because it's all of this, and your efforts are not unheard as well. Plan on reaching out to you and, taking advantage of your Facebook expertise, because I remember in the early days when you showed me, what you've been able to build on Facebook. It's something that many worlds could truly benefit from. And thank you for the kind words. It's so refreshing to hear, and it means so much for a lot of us who have been trudging in the snow, trudging in the trenches, and it's something that we need to hear. Thank you.
Thank you. I would love to help with everything that I can with my abilities, if it's fit. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Radio. Does anyone else have any other questions? Or shall we call this to a close?
Yeah,
Checking in to see if anybody wants to speak. No?
I don't see anything. Yeah, I guess my closing statements here will be we are very, very close to being where we need to be. I would say in the next 6 to 8-ish weeks, we should have everything. I mean, the on-ramp, it's here, right? It's just a matter of doing some final testing. I don't see why that would go anywhere beyond this week. The DApp, same thing. All those bugs have been fixed. And that's just waiting, again, last minute testing, waiting to get pushed to production. The marketplace, well underway, probably a few weeks to integrate it. And then at that point, we'll begin the many worlds, our own community, our own community many worlds NFT project, and start getting working on some of the more fun stuff. Because at that point it's going to be weird, right? There's going to be this branch of like, well, now we have to start building out the customization platform and going deeper onto the tech side there. But we also don't want to lose sight of the art that we want to do, right? Like we do want to build out the NFT comics. We want to build out the many worlds story. And I really, really want to work on that, but there is a lot of utility we're trying to build. So that's what's going to be interesting about this whole many worlds approach, right? Where each component is going to have its own DAO behind it. And that way you can be like, oh, I'm really interested in the NFT comics, but I'm not so interested in the customization platform or however, whichever one has a DAO. So it's exciting stuff. It's exciting times. I'm very excited to get to that point because for the past now almost 6 months, it has been just an absolute nonstop grind. And while there will still be work to be done, I think we're getting very, very close to it not being just a constant next thing. It's like, okay, the things we have, let's make those really, really good and then move to the next one. So much love to all of you. Love being here. Love this project. Excited to see what the next few weeks look like.
I can't believe that you just mentioned 6 weeks, because November 17th, if I remember right, that's when the logo was revealed about the Many Worlds or mystery project at that time. So it's crazy to put in perspective that it's been a six months road that we've been on. And from my perspective, I'm super fired up because, we've got so many things coming to a close, including the tattoo campaign, and then we're ramping up on the fiat to many and the NFT marketplace. Can't wait to talk to you guys in the community. If anybody has any questions, you can join us on discord.gg/manyworldstoken or say hello on Twitter. With that, everyone, thank you for joining us and have a great day.
Thanks. Take care, everyone.